was up. I was just on live with Crystal's World After Dark. It ended abruptly, so I decided to go live. And yeah. So I'm here. I just want to tap in and see what y'all doing tonight. Y'all up? Y'all sleep? I'm up. I got allergies. Hey, Harlow, peace and love to you. Peace and love, peace and love. I know you here. That's my guy and my other guy. Hey, my brother, Hustle Man. Peace and love to you, my brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in. I'm just up here chilling. I was up for the first time. I'm kind of wide-eyed, bushy-tailed. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm up, but I'm up. And I have been talking about going live all night. Every time I went to go live, I got on somebody else's live instead of going live myself. But sometimes you should listen to your first mind. Not sometimes. You should always listen to your first mind. Peace and love, Lily. All the time, listen to your first mind. Always listen to your first mind. Because my first mind told me. Let me tell you something about that. I'm going to share something with y'all real quick. Listen to me and listen to me good. Anytime that you defile your first mind, typically you setting yourself up for confusion and or issues or something, okay? And I'm going to explain that to you. Watch this. This situation right here, I was on Crystal's live and it was just a lot of confusion. But my first mind, before I even tapped into Crystal's live, was to go live. But I didn't go live. I said I was going to get on Crystal's live. But if I would have got on Crystal's live, then it wouldn't have been no confusion. At least not for me. I'm sure whatever happened would have still happened. But it wouldn't have been no confusion for me. Because usually I exit stage left anytime anything looked like anything. You know what I mean? Because I don't like to be in the middle of no confusion. And I know my sister Crystal ain't trying to have no confusion on her channel either. So I feel like if I was obedient to what I was supposed to be doing, which was going live, then, you know, that portion of it would have been out the door. Also, I think my sister Trisha think I got an issue. I ain't got no issues with you, sister. I ain't got no issues with Tanika. I ain't got no issues with anybody. Nobody. So, because I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't never say my age, and I'm never going to say my age because I don't do age. But one thing that I am, I'm grown as hell, and I don't play games, and I don't get involved in no mess. Y'all ain't gonna never see Queen associated with any confusion. And if you do, that's because somebody put me in it. And that's also probably because I didn't listen to my first mind. Okay? I ain't looking at the chat right now. I'm just letting you know that when you don't listen to your first mind, it always happens. It happened to me previously. And this is the second time that this has happened to me for not listening to my first mind. Confusion and or whatever, right? So just always listen to your first mind. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. I got Vegan Kings in here. Peace and love, my brother. I got Q in here. Peace and love. Peace and love. Lily. Lily. Addie. Peace and love. Let's see, who is that? Lun Clo Fent. Oh, hey, Trish. Trish, you don't have no wrench. Trish, why is your, oh, you do got a wrench. Hey, Trish. Peace and love. Hey, Seti. Peace and love. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kenna. All of you beautiful people coming in here tonight. I appreciate you. I definitely do. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Seti in here. Yes. So, just some housekeeping real quick. Y'all know tomorrow I got Stash Cash on my sets. I'm interviewing him tomorrow. Make sure y'all tap in at 7:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If y'all don't know who Stash Cash is, you can just type in Stash and Cash, and you will be able to see who that is. Because it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be a little different than the typical interviews I do too. I'm gonna conduct it a little differently. It's gonna be same, but I'm gonna conduct it a little different. So I got a little something for y'all to kind of change it up a little bit. So make sure y'all tap into that. I'm taking out in April real good with a brother, because that's what I want. I'm looking for some more brothers that want to be interviewed by the queen, hang out, do some collabing and growing, because I definitely love the brothers, because the sisters show up. It's my brothers that I can't get on the platform. You know what I'm saying? I done did like almost 20, over 20 something interviews, and I've only had 3 brothers. So, I'm definitely looking for some more brothers. Anybody that want to come, I know I'm gonna get Vegan Kings on my channel. I already know that. That's a done deal. When we get our schedules together, that's a wrap. So I'm not even talking to you, Vegan Kings. I already know. Me and you got something else totally different going on. But I'm talking to those other brothers, like Q. When you ain't on the plantation, me and you can get on the interview. With that being said, though, I hope everybody had a beautiful and wonderful day today. I know I did. I actually really did have a really good day today. I went out in my garden. I watered my watermelons and my tomatoes. Yeah, it was nice. I sat there, I listened to the birds. You know, I live a very simple life. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't do confusion. I just don't do confusion. I have a very simple life. Yes. Oh, you got to see it, Vegan Kings. You haven't seen it since I put it all together. Like, all together. You ain't seen it since I completed it out. I still got some more potting to do. But I did a video recently that I think it's called the rituals, my rituals that I do every day. If you go there and you look at it, you can actually see the full thing. Because, you know, you rock with me through putting that together. You rock with me. Oh, wow. I went over to your channel, too. I saw some, your newest content was, you were doing some gaming. So, you know, I don't do the gaming, but you was doing some gaming. So I've been over there. I intentionally went over there for sure. Yeah, I sure did. And I'm about to start, you know, segueing back into my cooking on my channel more than like I used to. I used to do three videos a week of cooking. But that was a lot because I wasn't eating that was a lot of food, you know. You can't make that much food and then be trying to cook. That's a lot. I'm only one person, you know. So you know what you did? You said that. You said you got a new air fryer that they sent you for they having you do a commercial or brand deal for it. You got a brand deal for that? That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. You know I'm there. You know I'm there for it. But I just wanted to jump on y'all here with y'all and kick the game, you know. And, you know, I just want to say this, too. You know, when I first got on here, it shot up. It was like 17 people in here. They thought I was going to be talking shit. I just want y'all to know that. Because only people like shit. You know what I'm saying? They like bullshit. They like confusion. And I'm just not about it. So you ain't going to never find that over here on Queen's Alchemy. You're just not going to find that. So if you're looking for that, oh, that's right. That way. So this not the channel for that. I don't do confusion. I don't get down like that. You know, I'm about harmony. You know, I'm all about harmony and keeping the keeping everything in harmony. You know, I'm about nature. So if you know how nature ride, then peace and love, rooted. If y'all know how nature roll, that's how I roll. That's how I roll. I roll just like nature. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no confusion in nature. Ain't none. If you look out there, it's all in harmony. When you wake up in the rising, if you have, you know, I don't know, depending on where you live, I guess, but the birds sing to me every day. That's harmony. So, that's how I roll. You know, that's how I roll. Everything has its own place. Everything has its own place. Rooted! How was that? How was your mocktails? I caught it at the tail end. You literally was shutting it down and I was trying to type in the chat. I was trying to type. I was like, no, it wouldn't go through. Vegan Kings, that is so good. I know you be throwing down for them people too. Hey, Q. See? And look at this. And every time it's just, nothing. I ain't gonna say that. I'm just, hey, Q. I know you be throwing down for them. Do they make a request of what they want, or you just, you create a dish that you're gonna do for them? Or they make requests? Your wife was over on my live last on Friday. She was on Friday and she shared my live too. I appreciate her. Oh, you built a menu and then they choose from the menu. That's smart. That's smart. So then you know exactly what you need to have in order to create whatever they order. See, that's why you my brother. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yes, that makes all the sense in the world. That makes all the sense in the world. Woo. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. I hope she's doing good. Tell her I said peace and love. Tell Mrs. Vegan Kings I said peace and love. Oh, really? Wow. But you know what you can do? Well, you know what? You still might be violating it, even if you bring it up. There she go. Hey, sis. Peace and love. Peace and love to you, sis. Peace and love. How you doing? I was going to tell you a workaround, but they probably going to count that as you talking about whatever. I was going to say, you know, you can always, you know, do like a small, I mean, I see you do like mini vlogs. I was going to say you can do like a little vloggy thing, like where you kind of leading up to where you going and what you doing, and then boom, you know, something like that. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. You know, yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know if that is violating. I mean, you know, I don't know what you sign, what it actually says. But I think that because it's still something that kind of shows that this is what you're doing, and you could kind of that's like an advertisement for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you can't physically show them what you're doing, but you can maybe do something, like I said, leading up to it, you know, because I'm trying to release this vlog without putting some business information on it from something I did. It's just a regular personal vlog though, but I want to get it because it's content, it's on my phone, and I want to get it off my phone, and I've been working on it, but every time I go to try to edit something, it still it shows what the business, and I can't have that business information in that video. So I'm trying to see how I can work that vlog. So it's difficult. And I don't want to get no, you know, but I do want to use it because I got a lot of footage and I need to use that footage. So, see, yeah. That's what I'm saying. They knew that and they had you sign that, but I'm saying like, what's the stipulation to it? Is it a, you know, that you can't even mention it at all? Can you talk about it? I mean, you telling us, but I'm saying, can you talk about it to that? What? Is it Nia? Is it Nia in the place? Peace and love, sis. Seems like it's been so long. Stash Cash, don't you need to be getting your beauty sleep, my brother? Getting ready for that hot seat. Peace and love, Stash. Peace and love. Ah. What did you say? Love and light, my sister. That's me. That's me. I'm love and light. That is me. Which one? I had a whole bunch of them. I had 2 last week, I think. I think I did one. I did one on Tuesday, I think, and I did one. Oh no, I did one on Wednesday, and I did on Thursday, and I did one on Friday. I did a restream. I saw you on one restream, but I didn't see you on the other restream. Peace of love. And I was on your restream the other day with the bus driver. The bus restream. I was on there. Yes. Everybody, speak to everybody. Because we are family. I got all my sisters with me. And my brothers. I got my brothers too. I got more brothers in here than I do sisters. Let's go. Vegan King, Stash Cash, Rooted, Q. Let's go. I got more brothers than sisters in here. This is what I'm talking about. But I got 8 people on the live, so I know it's more than that. More sisters in here than just Nick. Yeah, but that's cool. That's cool. I rock with you. Yeah, okay, so what you're watching when you watch those lives, I used to have a platform on Facebook. It used to be called 22 Minutes of Truth. And every day at 6:22 p.m., I would go live, and I was supposed to only be live for 22 minutes. If you paid attention to how long that them lives was running, that's content I took from my Facebook from back in 2018, 17, 18, something like that. And I'm using it now. It's old content. That's what it is. So it was posted. It was originally done live on Facebook. That's why you hear me talking to people. I'm ready, Stash. I'm ready. Y'all know I'm gonna be live with Stash Cast tomorrow, 7:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Stash don't even know, but I got a little bit of twist to go on there. On a little bit. I'm just gonna shake it up just a small bit. It ain't gonna be a lot. It ain't gonna be, but I decided I'm gonna take out April with a bang. So I'm glad it's you, brother. I'm glad it's you. For sure, for sure. Yes. Yes. So yeah, that's what you're watching. And I'm going to have one up. I'm going to do a throwback on every Thursday until I use up the content. So every Thursday, y'all should be able to see a throwback on there, and it helped with my watch hours. And then it's content that I had, some of those things that I'm talking about, I'll be like, dang, you done grew so much past that, but that's what it was. So I am who I am. I'm all of that. I'm that. I'm this. I'm all of that. Right? So I let it shine. I shine my light. Because y'all know my name. Did y'all know my name means light? How many of y'all knew my name meant light? How many of y'all knew that? How many of you knew my name meant light? My actual name, not Queen. My name. Did y'all know my name meant light? Stash Cash live clips been so funny. Oh my gosh. I've been in there rolling. He know I've been, but see, the thing is, he don't know I've been on his channel. Because I don't leave no notes. Because I can't let you know what I'm looking at. Because I might want to ask you some questions from those places. And I don't want you to be, I want you to be caught off guard so I can get your honest answer. Yeah, but I've been over there. I've been over there. You might see your watch hours because I've been falling asleep with it on. Just horrible. I'm like, oh my gosh, because I'll be working late hours because I don't have no time. Like I'm up now, but I'm up and wired because I'm typically up anyway. But I've done my administrative stuff. I've already did all of that today. I need to check my email again, but I'll check it in the rising because I'm like, if I keep on checking emails, I'm gonna be up even longer. And right now, I got control of that. Coach, what you doing in the place? Coach came in here. Where's she at? Hi. How are you, Coach? Oh, you work overnight. Okay. Yes. Light, baby, lights. I didn't even know my name meant light. Believe it or not, Anthony Holmes, 71, said, do you know what your name means? And I'm like, no. And he was like, look it up. And I'm thinking, I looked my name up before. I'm like, my real name or Queen? And he was like, your birth name. And I was like, oh, okay. I look it up. But I looked it up before, but he told me it was in Arabic what my name was, what it meant. So, yes. Look at there. Look at that. Vegan Kings. Wait a minute. Zoe here too? Zoe not in here. Who you talking to, nigga? Oh, you know what? I was on somebody live earlier, and I was like, oh my God, that's probably how I look when I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but the other person know what's going on. Everybody else know what's going on. Like that must be something because I'm thinking, I'm like, Zoe here? And I'm looking like, ain't no Zoe here, but I don't know what y'all talking about, but y'all know what y'all talking about. So y'all kind of having you know. Oh, it's a Haitian saying. Okay, okay. Vegan Kings, did you get a chance to watch the I know you've been busy, but did you get a chance to watch the my mind went blank just that fast. The panel, the collective build from this past Saturday. Did you get a chance to see that? I had some fabulous people on the panel. Because I invited the best. Did you get a chance to see that? I want everyone to know that Vegan Kings was oh, you were watching it live? Oh, I didn't know you were watching it live. Okay. Okay, all right, all right. Because I wanted to have, oh, well, thank you, nigga, Emma, girl. These allergies, I feel like my eyeballs look like swollen puff balls. Okay, I didn't know you watched it. Yes. Yes. Well, you know, you on the recall list, Vegan Kings. Yep. Next month is going to be I think it's the 24th. I think it's the date. It's going to be the third Saturday of every month. iPhone 15. That's what you get for having a 15. Peace and love, Tia on the glow. Welcome to the live. We appreciate it. We over here in this space where we're only having good times, good vibes, and only positive energy. So I'm glad you're here. Welcome in. You started working today. That's what you get. You know what? I got an iPhone too. But it ain't a 15, it ain't a 16. Hell, it ain't a 13. I got a 12, and before I had the 12, I know you gonna go to sleep. I know you gonna go to sleep. Y'all, Tia, that's my sister. She tell me, you know I'm gonna go to sleep. I know you are. I'm kind of wide-eyed for whatever reason. I'm not tired right now, so I just figured I'll go live because I'm supposed to be going live for a minute anyway. Peace and love, peace and love. Thank you so much, Fifi, for stopping in before you hit the bed. Get you some positive vibes, some positive energy so you can have some beautiful sleep and some great dreams. Yes. Oh, you just got in from work yourself? From cooking out? Stash cash. Oh yeah, 100%. I'm glad you came through. You and Miss Vegan Kings. Peace and love, sister. Thank you for showing me love this past weekend. I appreciate you. I really do. Hey. Grand night to you, my brother, Chip. Are those beds? I can't see that. Are those beds? What are those? Are those beds? Are those beds? Oh, she said good night, and those are beds. Okay. I know how you do. That's why I ain't gonna keep you up so you can go to bed. You probably gotta go to work. I don't know if you go to a plantation or not, but I do. So, what time am I live Saturday? That's your solar return, sis. Woo! I wish I was there. Oh my God, I wish I was there. I'm about to get sad because I'm not gonna be there. But I am gonna be live. How did you know I was gonna be live Saturday? 6:22 p.m. Oh, this Saturday is the 3rd? Yeah. 6:22 p.m. I'll be live. I do have an interview that day. Q, you going to bed? You can't be going to bed. Q, you cannot be going to bed. I know you still here, Vegan Kings. I appreciate you. What you doing for your solar return, Tia? Everybody wish Tia a happy solar return. Her solar return is Saturday. Oh, you gonna do a TikTok party? I'll be over there. Even if I'm live, I'll be over there. I definitely have it on. You know how I do. I got 18,000 devices over here. It'll be running. Even if I'm live, and when it's over, I'll be all the way live with you. I'm about to play the song, y'all. Clap your hands, it's your birthday. Clap your hands, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. It's your birthday. Woo. I did a little Gracie's Corner. Y'all know, anybody familiar with that? No, probably not. I don't even know nobody in here got no kids that little. Any of y'all got kids? Hey, Stash, you got kids? I know you got children, but I mean, do you have children, little kids? I don't even know if anybody in here got no little kids. I think Nitya do. Oh, Rudy do. You know Rudy do. I'll bring my tribe with me, y'all. We gonna be heading over to she gets down on TikTok, y'all. She gets down on TikTok. She's not a YouTuber per se. But she get down on TikTok. You gonna DJ too? Oh shoot. It's gonna be a party. I just wish I was there. For real. It would have been so nice if I could have been surprised you. It showed up. But you know, this damn plantation. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to share something with you real quick. You know, we run around talking about, you know, our gratitude and everything. I said this the other day, but you know, you need to be intentional on what you are grateful for. I'm grateful for things intentionally. That's the happy birthday song from Gracie I was singing. I am great. Oh yeah, I'm great. No, I'm saying I'm talking about being grateful. So when it comes down to your family, you know, how many times do you choose the things that you? Why my hair sticking up like that? Ain't nobody said your hair sticking up like this. Nothing. Y'all just let me look any kind of way on the live. How many of y'all choose things that you feel like you have to do even over your family? By putting a 1 in the chat, tell me how many people choose things that they feel like they have to do over either spending time with their family or over doing things with their family or their family period. The things that they have to do. A 1 in the chat. Give it to me. Anybody? Nobody? That makes sense. Okay, so when my question is, when and how does that ever change? Or do you just learn to cope with it and accept it and say one day it'll be like this? You know what I'm trying to say? Like how do we adjust that? How do we fix that? You know, I'm all about the collective. You know, I've been thinking about this for a long time. Like, how do we fix this? If we got 4 people here plus me, that's 5. I feel like that for sure. How do we fix that? You know, I work on a plantation where I don't have enough time, and it's my sister's birthday, and she lives in Michigan, and I can't even go. Not because I don't have the money. Because I work all the damn time. I got the damn money. But I don't have the time. What kind of boundaries do you set for your for the plantation? You tell them what? I'm only gonna work 3 days a week, or I'm gonna take dock time, and you gonna now write me up, and now I might not have a plantation to come back to. I mean, how you fix that? I feel you. That's what I'm saying. I know this. We putting things in place. I've been putting things in place over and over and over and over again. And I don't even know how I got to this place. Honestly, when I look back on it, I was like, you work for yourself so many times, and you fell right back into the same structure, and now you feel stuck because it's like, because you definitely feel like you're not about to do nothing different, like as far as, I'm not gonna go work for nobody out where I'm at. If this is it, this is it. That's all I'm got to say. I'm not going to find work a job for nobody else. um our free, what you sorry for? Says our freedom is working for ourselves and not having to do things just to pay bills. So we are there for our sisters' birthdays. I know. What would Buddy say? I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and it's going to cost me. Whew. You fully monetized on here, right, Vegan Kings? Right, how you want it to be. That's the conversation I'm trying to have right now. I'm trying to have what I want it to be. I want to see what it is, and I want to be intentional with it. I don't want to just, have it be this conversation and then, okay. Oh, you do promotions here on YouTube? Okay. Well, I'm on the road to 1K right now. Um, Probably in the next, by the time it finished calculating out, by the time YouTube finished calculating out the month of April, I probably need about 120 watch hours to be partially monetized. Right now I need 206 subscribers to get to 1,000. So, I mean, I definitely know, but I don't know. Is that a good idea? Without a channel, you won't grow. Unfortunately, after YouTube bought Google and Google bought YouTube, they changed everything. So in order for you to grow, you have to pay to play. Hey, SSV Kitchen. Peace and love, Slim Jim. Sliding in. Are you on your way home from the plantation? Okay. Hey, Slim Jim, did you check your email? Did you send me a response? I sent you an email earlier today. Love and light to you, brother. Something a lot of content creators don't talk about, but it's true. Say I would be able to pay someone that's reliable and dedicated to do the things I don't feel like doing. Okay, and make sure you check your spam too, because just in case the spam has it. Slim Jim just celebrated his 5K the other day. So shout out to my brother Slim Jim. I've been connected with a lot of brothers, and I'm really, really happy about that. I really love connecting with my brothers. I do. Let me see here. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, you said I try to schedule days off in advance. Some are overstanding if I miss a couple family events. It's not even for me whether or not I just heard something. It's not about me missing the family events like that. It's like it's me. It's my freedom. I mean, honestly, I feel like it's for my freedom. It's for my sanity. It's for my time. It's not even about it's not even events or but it's like I shouldn't have to miss no family events if I don't want to. You know, that's where I'm at with it. Um, to get 100K, so I don't have to work for no one. I'm tired. I know. Okay, where we at? Where we at? Okay. Okay. Okay, that's great. Yes, I agree that, okay, so now I caught up. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss nothing. So I agree. That is definitely investing in yourself. Everything I do currently, I have set up as a business so that I am able to, um, put that into place as far as, tax write-offs and things like that. As far as, here we go, push that, prop that up like that. As far as tax write-offs and those kind of things, I do that. Um, so I buy, right now I have subscriptions to things, right? So I pay for StreamYard, I pay for Restream, I pay for Canva. Anything that I do, don't say you're tired. Reframe, and I say I have energy to learn and grow. My new source of income. I can meditate on that right now. Give me one moment. Let me look into that. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Why won't it let me go? That's so weird. Okay. Okay, what does it say? I was able to crack. Let me put my glasses on. Hold on, y'all. And I just want to tell y'all something too. Just going into like health and wellness. So, I was wearing these glasses every day because I felt like, you know, I couldn't see the screens. I couldn't do things. But right now with these allergies, my eyes are really like, I don't know. They're like, I don't know, understand what's going on. But I don't know if y'all realize or even paid attention that I'm typically on live or in my videos, I have on my glasses. I haven't had them on, and that's because, oh my God, this looks so good though. I haven't had it on because I found out, I realized that they're making my eyes weak. Yeah. I was able to crack the code and know exactly what to do to blow up on YouTube. And I've been doing it ever since. So this time I'm going to take it a little further. Okay. We have to stay focused on mindset, period. Mindset is the key to it all. Exactly that. That is where we have to be. Absolutely. See, this here, even though this is not a physical where I can see you, you could see me. Well, I know y'all can see me, but I can see you. But this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying a collective build. We put together our minds together to come up with strategies to work together to all get us to the same place. It's called working in harmony with intention, with one goal in mind. People like to say financial freedom, but I like to call it time independence. Because if you get time independence, because if you're asking to be financially free, are you asking not to have finance? You got to watch how you say these words too. Pay attention to the words that's coming out of my mouth. Okay. You coming on? You coming on? You coming on? Ow! You gonna come on my channel and do an interview? I got you, sis. You know I got you. Well, look at here. What time of day is it? Where you at? Journey of my life. I knew. I'm like, what is you? I'm like, what time of day is it? Where you at? Talking about good night. I know it's good night, but I'm thinking it's got to be either late or super early. Yes, sis. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love it. It's 12:30 a.m. Okay. Okay. I knew it was. I was like, wait a minute now. But that's not too far. It's 12:30 where I'm at too. But I don't know why I think you was so. I thought you was in uh. Why did I think I was? Why did I think you was in another country? I thought you was in another country. It's 12:30 here. So you in the U.S. Are you in Canada? You are in another country. But you just across the street. Okay. I'm from Detroit, so you just right across the river. You right across the water over there. I ain't in Detroit no more, but that's where I'm from. Yeah. But definitely, I will interview you and you can promote your ebook. And that's wild because I was definitely talking to myself the other day about putting together an ebook myself as far as like an e-cookbook, but real quick, simple fixes, like for the everyday person. Because what I run into is a lot of mothers trying to choose healthier ways to feed their families, but because, you know, everything that we do takes so much prep and so much, you know, extra to it, you know, that, and they have to work and they have to, so, you know, having to put together some things like that, for them, that they could just put together really quick, where they're not out, still not buying processed vegan food. But I had a whole conversation about that too tonight. Um, a whole, oh, you just sent me a text message? Girl, my phone, it's on private. I mean, it's on go to bed. Probably just like yours. It is, Vegan Kings. And I was talking to, tonight, I was actually on the line. Oh, that first text, I said, I responded to you. I responded to you. And it says right here, it just said it was delivered quietly. That's why you didn't see it. But definitely, we'll talk tomorrow for sure. If you want, you could call me on your way to the plantation. If you want to, I'll be up. Um, yeah, that process where I was talking about that. I don't know about you, but I don't use like Beyond Meat or what's the other one? I don't know what the other one is. The other type. I don't use that kind of things to cook with. Okay, okay. So I didn't think you did, but I definitely don't. And so a possible burger, that's it. And someone was talking about, you know, because we were talking about quick foods. Um, okay. Okay, I got you. Um, I got you, T. So we was talking about, let me plug this iPad up before it die. We talking about quick fix, cause got a family of like 4 or 5, but and the conversation came up that oh yeah, the conversation came up about food stamps. That's what it was. Originally, the conversation came up. It was about food stamps, and then they were saying that she got a large family, and she was like, she do food hauls, and she said people was getting in her chat talking about, you know, she had food stamps or whatever. Peace and love. I appreciate you, sis. I do. I do. I do. I love you. Happy solar return. I'm gonna tell you that every day, all in the month of May. Um. So she was saying that people were saying, you know, like, of course you can buy all those groceries because you get, you know, with food stamps and whatever, you know. And she was like, well, you know, I'm this and my husband this and we don't get food stamps and this and that. And so I was like, and she was like, because, you know, I forgot what she said, 200 and something dollars or something like that on meat. And I was like, well, what if you don't buy meat? Like, what if you don't get meat? What was it? I said, cause she said, no, she was like, cause I need my meat. She said, I need to have my meat or something like that. She said, I gotta have my meat. And I said, why? And she said, because I love it. I was like, but do you really love it? And she said, yeah, I do. And she was like, well, you know, what if I don't have the meat, then, you know, what can I do, whatever, you know. And so people started throwing out there, was like, you know, some people was talking about like how they did walnut meat and doing some other stuff. And so the first thing she said was, you know, I need something that's quick and, easy to do because I'm, a mother on the run or whatever. So this is what prompted me. I had already had this in my head, so this was like a confirmation for me. You get what I'm saying? For this is to say, then it needs to be an easier way or some way to prep this and or, because anything that we create and we're using whole foods to do it, then, and everybody had their own way of doing stuff, right? So, but she was like, well, what about, I just seen some stuff that they had, like, like the Impossible Burger or the Beyond Meat. And I was like, no. I'm like, that's processed meat. You might as well be eating beef. It's still processed. They've used the same packaging, the same things to preserve it, all of that. So it's not even though, it's not even the some, but not melanin people. Oh. And it ain't even about whether it loves you or not. When people put the word love on something, they also say they love their family. They say they love themselves. And you put the same word love in the sentence with you love meat, then you have to really evaluate that. Or evaluate your definition of love. And do you have levels of the definition of love? Because I'm big on words. So when you start saying you love something, I'm gonna look at something like, okay. And I know people say it in general, like, ooh, I love that. Ooh, I love that. But you also say you love your children. You also say you love your mother. You also say you love your wife. You also say you love your husband. You also say, you follow what I'm saying? You love yourself. And then you put that same love on something that's not good for you. So is that love? I know I've done it. That's why I'm sitting up here like, huh. I've done it before. I've done. Ooh, I love me some fish. I love me some seafood. I love me some. I eat me. I love it. I used to say it all the time, and I think it's just come out second nature. And you are what you eat. It was mind blowing, and it really bothered me and opened my eyes even more. And let me tell you something. Everything is a building and a stepping stone to something else. When it comes down to it, we all deal with something. We all have to grow. Just know, Vegan King's got a story that's out of this world. I've only heard just this much of it. But just based on that much, I know the story is huge, right? His story, right? His story is huge. But it didn't happen overnight. Didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight for me, and it ain't gonna happen overnight for anyone, because it's a stepping stone. It's a stage, and you got to start somewhere. So I watch people go through their stages, because I know I'm going through, every time I turn around, I'm going through another stage. Like, oh, okay. And I'm learning one more layer of what it is that I'm doing. I don't need these glasses no more because I ain't read nothing. But I'm going through, oh, see, this is what I'm saying. There's something going on with this, because as soon as I took these glasses off, everything looked like so blurry. It's just we go through stage. Everything is a learning process. Everything we go through. I'm constantly, battling. I don't like using words like that, so let me back that up. I'm constantly thinking of ways to continue to be great. Right? So you know, you got to be careful what you speak out of your mouth, right? Because words become things. Words and thoughts become things. Thoughts become things. Words become things. Speak life over yourself. You got to do that. You have to do that. You have to speak life over yourself all the time, at all times. Speak life over yourself. Don't ever refer to yourself as stupid. Don't ever be like, oh, I'm so stupid, I shouldn't have did that. Or, man, you know, people say stuff like that all the time. Like, they make these generalizations towards themselves and make these statements like, I'm so dumb. Like, do you understand that those are affirmations that you're speaking over yourself? And especially the fact that you're saying it at the time that you're saying it with emotion. And emotion is nothing but energy in motion. And energy creates friction that creates things to happen, right? You get what I mean? I don't know if anyone knows, but typically you can, yeah, words have power. Special heart. I mean, they're very powerful, and that's why, you know, half of the words. I can't wait this Thursday. Make sure y'all tap into my replay. It's an old one. It's old, but it's going to, for me, always be relevant. It was when I first started realizing how much words had so much power, and how we misinterpret the words that we say out of our mouths. We say so many things that we don't know the definitions to, that was, or what they were meant to be, and we put our own definitions on, and then when you look it up, you're like, all my life I thought it meant something else, because of the way that they use them in the sentence, or the whatever, what they say when it come down to it, out of context, right? It would, based on how the context of how they put the words in the sentences. We think we know because it's the way they use it, because the way the word is used. And then when you go look it up, you're like, wait a minute, I didn't even know the word meant that, right? Times 10, because it's the same energy that, oh, I wish I could go. I can't go there. I want to go there so bad. But this is not the platform for that. But there's a energy that puts you at the highest platform, highest magnitude that you could get to. I would love to share with y'all one day. Maybe when I feel like I'm more comfortable in that. I can't share that with you. I can't, no, baby, no, not today. But it is an energy, and it's an energy that is for procreation, of recreation, and making and creating life, right? That's the highest that you can get to. That's the highest that you could get to. It's the highest energy that you can get to. I want to say, I'm trying to think of a way to say it that you would get what I'm saying. Let me see. I can't be giving all my dropping all these gems, because everybody ain't go. It ain't for everybody, and everybody ain't gonna get it. And only 2 people communicating with me right now that I know is in the building with me is Rooted and Vegan Kings. I don't know who that is in the bushes. Them other 6 people in the bushes, I don't know who that is. But you know, when I get see, this is the kind of stuff I'm gonna hold, because this is gonna be for my subscribers only. I mean, my members only. This is gonna be for my members only. Yes. Because it's like that. Yes, 100%. And I'm sure you have things too that's for your you talking about come out the bushes, y'all. Look at that. Two people dropped off soon as I said that. You see what I'm saying? People are really a trip. Like, that's crazy. They're like, oh, I'm gonna listen. It's like, oh, she don't want to tell us. I'm gonna leave. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Ooh, I'm laughing so hard here. But yeah, that's what I think I plan to do. I know, man, YouTube. I've learned so much since I've been on YouTube about all the little quirks and things that they do. Um, it's kind of crazy. It kind of trips me out because sometimes I can have a whole chat be moving. I'm talking about the chat be moving. It be moving. I'm in moving. You back? Okay, cool. See, I know she wasn't in the background either because she number 7. Those other two people that she wasn't even in the bushes. Hey, Lily. Welcome back, Lily. Okay, so yes, yes, that's that part right there. That part right there. And I'm gonna tell you, I had all of those people in there. I had probably, I don't know, I want to say it was like 7 or 8 people in the chat. That's what the thing said at the top. It said 7 or 8 people. Then all of a sudden it went to 0, and it was on 0 for a minute. But I just was waiting. I was just seeing, and I was like, "Can y'all put a 1 in the chat?" 6 people put a 1 in the chat. So where was the 6 people on at the top up there? So I agree with you wholeheartedly about that. I agree wholeheartedly. I feel like they stripped me of time, and it made it look like wasn't nobody on the live. Mm-hmm. Yep. And also, they don't really like that third party streaming like I do on Restream. I've heard that they don't really like those things like that. They don't care for you using StreamYard, things like that. They want you to use their platform. So, like, when I'm not doing my interviews and things like that, I usually come straight to YouTube. And then when I'm restreaming, I'm restreaming. I pay for Restream. I'm going to pay for it, and I'm going to use it, and I don't get what I get, you know. But, you know, it's like... It's like you going to... It's like using somebody... It's like using the brand... They be lying. Who be lying? Who be lying? Who be lying, sis? YouTube. Hey, Albert, peace and love. Welcome to the live. Let me go in here real quick and go back just a little ways. Yeah, just a little ways. That's interesting. Right there. Okay. All right. So, what's your question, Lily? Yeah. Yes, they do be tripping. They be tripping. I was like, I mean, it happened so many times. So many times. Like, I just say whatever. Oh. You say, what do I mean when I say Sometimes I don't eat for a few days. Okay, so just recently for the month of April, for the first 22 days in April, actually the last few days in March and the whole month of April, I mean through the 22nd, I did what's called a rolling fast. So I don't eat, I roll my fast. So meaning that I fast for a certain amount of days and then I eat. So in this particular situation, rolling fast can be alternate day fast. So you eat one day and don't eat the next day. Pretty much a week. Oh, excuse me. Let's see what happened. I start coughing. YouTube start circling. Can y'all see me? Can you hear me? You can hear me? But okay. So I wouldn't eat for 3 days and then I'll eat for one. Then I wouldn't eat for three and then I'll eat for one. So for the most part, so I wouldn't eat Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is just an example. I wouldn't eat Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I'll eat Thursday. So that's one time in the week. And then I wouldn't eat Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I would eat Monday. So sometimes it'll be one time I'll eat in the week. And sometimes, you say, how does that work? You just don't eat. I mean, you could drink water. You could drink coconut water. You could drink regular water. It's called fasting. And what fasting does for your body, it resets your body and it resets your whole appetite so that you can begin to, like right now, I did that jump start for me. That was for me to get back into the swing of how I was eating and get back into the mode of what I was doing, because I kind of got away from my mode of how I was eating. I had started eating more than once a day, where that's not what I do. I intermittent fast. Even on the days that I eat, I only eat once a day. So I wouldn't eat for 3 days. Well, bam, both of those things. But it's not for the weight loss itself. It's actually, that's a bonus. So weight loss in that is a bonus. It actually does have a lot of healing benefits. It actually starts to rebuild your cells within your body. It regenerates cells in your body. It has been known to cure dis-ease in the body. I should say reverse dis-ease in the body. I better be careful with what I say, or it might say zero up there again. And so, and it, people have like brain fog. So it helps with brain fog. It helps, like I said, reset your appetite. So when I do that, I don't even want to eat anything. And they mama be here. Wait a minute, once, twice, but everybody and they mama be here, so I never had a chance to. Oh yeah, 100%. I'm glad you asked. That's beautiful that you asked me that. I appreciate you inquiring about that, because I mean, I've done fast challenges since I've been on, but we weren't connected at that time. When I first got on YouTube, I ran 3 fasting challenges back to back, almost. I did it during the holiday. I started the first one Christmas holiday, because that's when people want to eat the most. So, and actually, that's when you should be fasting. Honestly, you should fast in times like you're coming up to the summertime, all winter long. We're just like nature. Think about this. In winter, we're like dormant. We don't do anything. We sit around. We stuff ourselves with all of these holiday foods. You eating all of this stuff all winter long. You Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, back to back to back to back to back. You just stuffing yourself, right? And next thing I know, um, the next thing you know is you got all this weight on you. You got parasites in your body. That's another thing too. I do a parasite cleanse too. You got all of this extra weight on you. But we do that because the winters, it's like the bears. You hibernate, you got to cover your bones, make yourself feel a little thicker, a little warmer, right? Wrong. So I typically was running fast then so I can keep myself in order. But I was what backsliding. I wasn't doing well with it. Um, and so, because right after I come off a fast, I was going right back to that same, after a few minutes, I would go back to, oh, it's okay if I have something to eat a little later on, right? So, but for the most part, I do my 3-2. I mean, my 3-1 is my best fast because it keeps me on point. And I think you should, next time I run a fasting challenge, you should roll with me. Nustra, you should ask, I said Nustra, Lily. You should ask Tanika. Tanika's done it with me before. And she'll tell you her experience. And the one she did with me was the alternate day fasting that she did. She did it twice, actually. I don't know if she finished the second one because she never told me, but the first one she did, she started out with the 3 days and then one, and then we did the alternate days. So we did 3 fasting days and then 1 eating day. And then she did again 3 fasting days and 1 eating day. And then we went into alternate days. So every other day we were eating. And during that period, we did it for, again, everything I do is for 22 days. Y'all know that's my number. So for 22 days, I did that. And that one, I don't know if she made it the whole 22 days, but I know she said she released 14.5 pounds during that time in 22 days. 14.5 pounds. So, and her goal was to reset her body, reset her mind, and now she's really focusing on a healthy mindset now herself. She's working out. She's been working out with coach here and there, and stuff like that. So I mean, it really is truly a real reset. You should definitely look into it. It's something that definitely will help you cleanse your body. You'll be able to rebuild cells, like I mentioned before, have clarity. And if I haven't told you, but I used to have high blood pressure, and this was one of the tools that I used to reverse my high blood pressure. I fasted. I fasted for ever, pretty much. But I did this 3. I did the 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. Yeah. Brandon, peace and love. How are you? I was thinking about you today. I was out in the garden and I was like, I wish Brandon was over here. I'm over here, like he was over my house. Yep, my blood pressure. I reversed my blood pressure, high blood pressure. I had high blood pressure. I had high cholesterol. My numbers decreased tremendously on my high cholesterol. Oh, yeah, for sure. All of that. Thank you, Rooted. I am not a healthcare professional. I am not giving professional advice. This does not replace any doctor or any healthcare professional. I am doing this for entertainment purposes, and this is my experience only. If you want to participate and or do any of these things, which I am saying that I think it's a great idea, you still should check with your doctor. You said you are on the verge. Bad diet, smoking, and drinking. Okay, watch this, Lily. Again, this is for entertainment purposes, but I'm getting ready to tell you, fasting rebuilds the cells in your body. Where's cancer located? in the cells of your body. Every 3 days, autophagy happens, where your body basically eats itself, it eats up this, it eats itself. I guess I hate to say it like that, but that's what it is. Look it up, the word autophagy. Hold on a second, y'all. Well, I'm not leaving you here, Brandon. I'm about to address that in just a second, brother. Are you saying you have a high blood pressure and you drink and smoke and have a bad diet? I just want to give you the definition of autophagy for what it is, because I'm paraphrasing. Okay. Okay, so it's the cellular process where the cells remove and recycle the damaged ones and dysfunctional components and promote cell health and survival. It's called a self-eating mechanism, where the body cleans out the bad or old damaged materials and uses recycled components to repair the energy production. That's what happens when it's in, your body is in autophagy. And when it's in autophagy, your body goes into autophagy usually around the 3rd day of fasting. You can see it around the 2nd day of fasting, but the 3rd day of fasting. And this is also because it's eating itself like that, then that's what happens. Now, what's going on with Brandon here? Brandon has high blood pressure. I am so happy for you, Lily. Some meds is no joke, sis. For real. And see, Lily, you and people like you and all of this, this is why I know that what I want to do is help people get to that next level of healing for themselves, reversal of things, continue to grow. And I feel, I really know that I went one way for a reason, but I feel like we all connected for a reason, right? Definitely. Look at this. Yep, you're right. You're right, Vegan Kings. People are comfortable until the time to get it together. Because everything, that's what I was going to address with Brandon. I used to drink and smoke too. And I had a horrible diet. Horrible. I don't even say a bad diet. My diet was horrible. What I put in my body, along with all of the but I didn't think nothing about it though. I didn't even think of it like that. I didn't even think, like, just like Vegan Kings is saying, you don't even think nothing about that. Exactly. I know you did. And I'm saying our stories are so similar, you know what I mean? And it's based on the way that we actually eat, that continues to allow us to not have to have medications and things like that. I'm sure when you turned around and you went to the doctor, I don't know about you, but when I went to the doctor, my doctors were in awe. Like, in awe. Like, I had a whole cardiologist who didn't understand why I was coming to see him, because he was brand new to me. I had a different cardiologist that told me that I would be on the medication for the rest of my life. And of course, I never went and saw that doctor again. And then I had gone to see a new general doctor, like just regular physician that do your regular checkups. And they did all my blood work. When I first went to them, they were like, and I was on the blood pressure medication. They put me, they just kept subscribing to what the other people were subscribing to me. And, was like, just keep taking the medication, whatever. And then I made a change. When I made that change and I went back, I went to them in November of 2023. In May of 2024, when I went to that doctor, he literally, basically, his mouth was on the floor and couldn't believe and kept saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Like, the nurse said you're not taking your blood pressure medication anymore. I said I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take it anymore. It was making me feel funny. So I stopped taking the medication. I don't take it. He was like, but your blood pressure was 116/70. That's the blood pressure of a child, of a young child. I said, I know that. I've been taking my blood pressure. He's like, but what are you doing? How did you do that? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, how did you do that? Like, and I kept saying, I just changed the way I just changed the way I eat. I mean, and it's truly what I did. I changed the way I ate. Not only did I fast, which was a changing of the way I ate, but the food I put in my body after I fast. I stopped eating meat. I stopped eating anything fast food. I stopped putting anything in my body that I didn't know what it was. If I didn't do it, if I didn't fix it myself, I wasn't eating it. I just got to the point where I figured out that I was like, okay, I said, well, you make yourself veggie sandwiches all the time. You do this all the time. Why don't you can go to Panera Bread, whatever. So that's what I started doing. And actually, that's not a very good idea to do on a regular basis. And I do it way too often. So, but I did change the way I ate. And then the doctor says to me, do you know how much you weighed when you came in here? Do you know how much you weighed the first time you came here? I was like, actually, I really don't. But I knew how much I weighed when I started, doing what I was doing. Matter of fact, I didn't weigh myself until probably 3 weeks into probably about 2 weeks into doing the fast, I want to say. So I didn't know that what number I started at. I just knew where I counted it from that time. He was like, he says, you lost 50 pounds since November. I said, oh, really? He said, yeah. I said, wow. And I wasn't being funny because, my scale at home and that scale was two different scales. So my scale at home was like 40 something pounds. But I also told you I didn't weigh myself until like in the second week. So that was about right. Great rising. Journey mirror. It's 111. 111. 111. 111. Thank you for joining the live at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. Yep, that's what we were talking about. That's what we were talking about on the panel, Rooted. Say, hey, Blue. Blue in the house. I love how we all so connected. I'd be over at Journey Mirror, and I didn't even know you was connected to Rooted. Or is that how I came across you, Journey? I don't remember. I don't even remember it anymore. I just come over. I just come over to your house. I go over to Ruta's house. I go over to Vegan King's house. I go over to Lily's house. I just go over to people's houses. Just go over their house. But yeah. And that's why I know, like, Vegan King's story, I know it just, when I started hearing his story, when I was talking to him, when I watch him, everything about Vegan Kings just reminds me so much of myself, because when you really do want to heal yourself, for sure, when you really do want to heal, it's actually almost like an experiment, of sorts, in a way. Like um you like, I wonder if this is really gonna make a difference. And then you get to the point where you like, I know it's gonna make a difference. And so it's gonna make a difference because you know it's gonna make a difference, right? But yes, we are one big fat happy family. Oh, you connected to Rooted through Real Odds and Evens, and I was already connected to Rooted, but I connected to Real Odds and Evens through Rooted. So I must have connected to you through Real Odds and Evens, maybe. I appreciate you, sister. Yes. But you and Queen are family. Oh, no, I'll be at your house. You ain't gonna have nobody over your house, ain't your family? Yes. That's wild. Like, when you don't, but you did, of course, you were saying little bits and pieces here and there, and all I was doing was like shaking my head, like, wow. Like, I mean, because you wouldn't, you really weren't like just like letting the story go. You would say bits and pieces, and I would be like, I know he went through some things. And then you talked about how much weight you released, and and how the way you eat now saved your life. And I say that all the time, because I know what I know is, if I would have kept doing what I was doing, I don't think I would be here, because I think, first of all, that's why I came in this, when I came on this live, when I first came on this live, the first thing I said is listen to your first mind. Because if you don't, there will be some type of confusion or consequence. My first mind told me, I woke up on January 15th, 2024, and my first mind said, fast. I'm going to tell you, I was a Panda Express loving, everyday eating, orange chicken having, fried rice with noodles with some teriyaki sauce eating sister. Okay? Every day. Like it was a ritualistic requirement. So when I woke up that day, and my first mind, I woke up out of my sleep, and I was like, I started thinking like, what I'm gonna get, like, I'm looking forward to lunchtime. I'm looking forward to, going to get my regular, and I'll get the 3 entree and give me some extra rice, right? So that's me. And I'm sitting there, like, but this day I woke up and I'm laying in the bed, and it was like fast. And I immediately, it was like almost obedience. I just instantly was like, okay. Before the day was over, I asked the question to myself, basically, because that's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to me. I said, so I fasted today, and now what? It said fast 3 days. It said fast, like the voice my mind told me to fast for 3 days. So I did it. When I got on the third day of fasting, I was like, and now what? So I looked up and Googled fasting for 3 days because this came to me, and I found out it was a thing, and it's called rolling fast, 72-hour rolling fast. It's actually a thing that I knew nothing about when I did it. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. I know that listening to your first mind will save your life, and changing the way you eat and what you do will save your life. You hear me? Yes. And I'm not giving y'all nothing that I don't know because I'm living it right now. I live it. And sometimes it becomes my struggle is not about the food that I put in my mouth. My struggle is about how often I want to put the food in my mouth, right? That can become a struggle. So you understand that it's not about, sometimes it could be about how you yep. And when you do it, it's a reset, vegan kings. It's a reset. And then when you realize, that's why, do you understand? I don't know if you were a chef before this or not, because I didn't even cook like that for real. I could cook my butt off, right? But I did not cook, is what I'm trying to tell you. I did not cook. I did not cook. I could cook, but I did not cook. So if you actually was a chef before this, I get it. But I was not. And when I found out that I can make food taste, oh, okay. So yeah, for sure. You had a restaurant, so you were doing something a little different. I could cook, I was a mama. I could cook some food, right? But it was about what I was cooking. I definitely could do soul foods, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, that kind of stuff. But this particular thing came about with the cooking was I got obsessed with watching people create things. I was amazed to watch people create things, because what we do as a people in general across the board is, when you think about eating healthy, what do you think? When you think about eating healthy, most times people think salad. Salad. I'm going to eat some vegetables and I'm going to eat salad. Or I'm going to eat some baked chicken and you get what I'm saying? Salad. So I was like, I'm not going to eat no salad. I eat no salad. My third week into my fasting. Hold on, I gotta turn this fan off because it's now making me sniffle. Hold on, y'all. Be right back. All right, so the third week into my fasting, I end up having like the stomach pain, and I end up going to the ER, and they said it was diverticulitis, but that didn't seem to make sense, because I was thinking, well, how in the heck did I get diverticulitis out of just like poof? But remember, when you're fasting, it's going to bring up things that you had going on that might have been already offsetting in your body, that may have shown up some other time, but it's starting to so they wanted to put me on antibiotics. I was like, I ain't gonna take no antibiotics, because I started realizing I knew what fasting could do. So I didn't do that. I didn't take the antibiotics. I just went through the pain, and you're supposed to follow up with your doctor, and they're like, okay, you went to the doctor. I was like, they said you got diverticulitis. I said, oh, I don't know about that. It's like, well, did you finish your antibiotics? I said, I never took them. It's like, and you better? Yep, I'm better. But I always want to tell you, Well, you know that it's a chance it'll come back without you taking those. I'm good. I didn't take them. I didn't take the antibiotics. I just went. I made my own rendition of chicken noodle soup without the chicken noodle. I had the celery. I literally thought about. I was like, okay, what's in chicken noodle soup? I said, okay, everything that's in chicken noodle soup, I'm going to revert that so it's no chicken. So I use chicken. Use vegetable broth. I used peace and love, chef. I used vegetable broth. I put carrots in there, celery. Um, I can't remember what else I put in there. But when I tell you it tastes like chicken noodle soup without the chicken, it was. It literally was. And so that's what I ate. And I ate that for probably when I would eat, because it was 3 days fasting, and onion. That was the other thing. Oh no, I didn't put no onion in there because they told me onions was flaring up the diverticulitis. That's what they told me was happening. Go figure, right? So now, what I was saying about people, choosing to eat healthier, do what they, do better about the way they eat, was you have to know that you got to figure out a different way to do it. So so a place like Vegan Kings, when I think about Vegan Kings, he would have been a channel that I would have went and just like watched like in awe. But now I get how people came up with these ideas. I just didn't know about the food. So now I know how to make food, right? I know how to create different dishes, and I know how things are made, but you just know how to substitute these things. You get what I'm trying to say? So, you have to know how to substitute. Hey, Damo, peace and love, peace and love. Welcome to the live. We alive. You just need to know what to substitute in place of something. So again, I was a person who really enjoyed fish. Well, I think I figured out 3 or 4 different ways to create fish that's not fish, right? um, banana leaves. Banana peels. Well, banana leaves, I guess is what they call them. Um, heart of palms. Yep. Eggplants, jackfruit. I'm you got. Hey, we there. We there. You putting them in there as I'm saying it. Banana blossoms. I said banana leaves. Banana blossoms. Yeah. All of those things you could create fish out of. Now, the other thing, oh, you know what I just saw? Vegan Kings, look at me. See, this is what I'm talking about. I love to talk about I could talk about some food now. I could talk about some food. I never did it with soursop. We gonna have to talk on that one. Me and you, we gonna talk on that one, brother. Um, but I did, and I've done it different ways. I've done it with my rendition of cornmeal. I've done it with I've done it with adding in the seaweed. I've done it without the seaweed. I've done it, of course, my favorite, Old Bay, go in everything and anything that I wanted to taste like fish or seafood. I've done an unseafood boil. Made my own sausage. I've done all of that, and it tastes just like it tastes like it tastes like. I knew how to do a seafood boil, so I had to say, okay, what will I use that would remind me of crab? Heart of palms. That's my crab meat, right? Old Bay will do it every time, baby. So that's my crab meat. Heart of palms is my crab meat. What can I use that can be my sausage? You can go and buy some of that processed vegan sausage or whatever. Oh yeah, artichoke hearts. I forgot about artichoke hearts. But you know what I did with artichoke hearts? I did the artichoke hearts with the, and I did them like, just like fish nuggets. I did like fish nuggets. Lentils. I use lentils to do quite a few different things. Um, what's pamfu? I don't know what that is. You got me on that one. I didn't use the lentils to do quite a few things. Back in the day, I used to eat sloppy joes. I done made sloppy joes out of some lentils. I done used lentils as a ground. And now what I didn't do, what I am going to do, I'm doing those oats. I'm doing that. I have not made it yet, but I am going to be making your, give me 1 second, my nose running. Tissue fell on the ground. That Philly cheesesteak. And I'm gonna be making that cheese the way you did it. I've made cheese before, similar, but not like you did it. I'm gonna be doing that because I want to test that out. Um, I don't use tofu. It's just I've never liked tofu. I've never liked it. Never. I had it recently. It was since as I just never liked it before, but then I had it recently and I tried it again and I just couldn't get with it. Um, but it's made from pumpkin seeds. Hold on, what? Hold on, what? Am I reading this right? Then it's nutrition. It's nutrition. It's got nutritious. The nutrients in it is high. Oh, let me screenshot this. Hold on. I gotta find that. I gotta find that for sure. I have to find that. I gotta find that. I will cook with some pumpkin. Crush some pumpkin seeds up in some stuff. People don't know the nutrition factors in some of these items that are just the simple things that you would have never even thought anything about at all. Foodies.com. Foodies.com. Okay. Now I always use for my egg substitute. I used to use uh if I need something like to bind it, I use the flax to do that with the what is this? I don't even have no water up here. I gotta go get my water because I bring water and I set it next to my nightstand every night. And then before I go to sleep, I speak intentions to the water because water holds memory. And so if you speak your intentions into the water, in the rising when you wake up, be the first thing that you ingest. You ingest those intentions that you spoke into that water and the structure that it carries. And water gets into the cells and into the body. So your intentions are on you, in you, I should say. Or I guess if that's what you want to look at it like that. Hold on a second. It's not coming up. FOODIES.com. It's not coming up, brother. I don't know if it's my internet because now it's just spinning. It might be my internet. Don't worry about it. It might be my internet, which is weird if it is. Put palm food. Okay. PUMFU. Oh, that came up. Well, I don't know if it's coming up, but oh my gosh. How you get up on this? Yeah, it says used for substitutes. I'm gonna try it. I mean, I just didn't really like tofu, the soy tofu. I didn't really care for it, and soy don't do good with me. It ain't my friend. Um Pumfu is often used to substitute meat, tofu, eggs, cheese, and other animal products, and can be cooked in various ways, including stir fry, baked, or marinating. I want y'all, any of y'all that's on this chat, if y'all interested in what we talking about, me and Vegan Kings here, we both, he is vegan, I eat vegan, and I cook vegan. If you are interested in this, I want y'all to go to his channel. The reason I want y'all to go to this channel because I want y'all to go and watch this particular video that he did on baked. It was baked unchicken is what I'm gonna call it. But it was phenomenal, very creative, very innovative, and this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about when you get to a point where, you know, you're not eating meat, but you came from a place where this is what you ate, because it's all about texture, taste, and presentation, right? So what you see, what you taste, and what's the texture. If you can get those things, then you're going to be just as satisfied with not putting the things that are toxic and not really good for you in your body. I don't shame anyone who eats meat, but what I would love to see is that people who eat meat not shame those who don't eat meat. You know what I mean? Those who choose a different lifestyle. And I say that to say this, you know, a situation, I'm not going to talk about it, but it just happened a few moments ago where there was a misunderstanding. I suppose it was a misunderstanding, but it comes from a constant of people not understanding. What people don't understand, they shy away from. They tend to make it seem like it's a bad thing, right? Like, oh, you know, have you ever thought that because everybody does it doesn't make it normal? You ever thought that? Because if you think because everybody does it, it's normal, it's not. That doesn't make it normal because everybody does it. It just makes it that everybody does it. You get what I mean? So, what's crazy is people always make fun of me and don't realize that I almost died. I had to go vegan. The meat is dangerous. Listen to this. One thing I'm going to tell you, brother, right now, don't ever defend yourself. Don't ever tell, because at the end of the day, either they get it or they don't get it. And I'm going to tell you how I know that what happens when it comes down to this, because I face this kind of thing. It's almost the same kind of thing where if you used to hang with a certain crowd, and that particular crowd that you hung with, you used to smoke, drink. Y'all used to go after y'all used to hang out at the club. Y'all used to, y'all was hanging out the club, smoking and drinking, probably 3 days out the week after work, whatever the situation was. And one day you was like, you know what? I ain't finna be drinking like that no more. I ain't about to be drinking no more. But you still was going to the party. You stopped. You go, you stopped drinking, but you still went and hung out at the party. But your friends or your people that you was hanging with, they go, man, how you not gonna have a drink? And then they start talking to each other and making jokes about you not drinking, like you the one, like you the one that got the problem. Cause you not drinking. When the people that's drinking know that all of that drinking and constant drinking, I mean, okay, if you want to have an occasional drink, knock yourself out. But if you drinking 3, 4, 5 times a week and you constantly drinking, and you going out and you partying and smoking, you setting yourself up for fail. So if you decide to change your life and then know your friends are saying that, it's the same thing happens with this vegan food way, eating vegan, being vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, anything that's different than the way you was brought up on what you call soul food, right? It do destroy your liver. But we don't think about the consequences of things that happen to us on with what we do to our bodies. And then we have the nerve to say, I love myself. And I'm going to leave that right there. And I want y'all to ponder on that for about 5 seconds. Because all of us, there's not too many people that don't know what's right for your body and what's wrong for your body. And I'm not saying that, being vegan is the end all be all. I'm not saying, any of that. What I'm saying to you is, you have to choose a better way to take care of yourself. I had to start somewhere, right? I originally started, I've been to get down to this no meat stage, I went through like 15 different stages. I couldn't tell you, I don't remember. My oldest son, 30, 25, almost 30 years ago, I ain't ate no pork, right? Then it went from no pork to no beef. Then that beef turned into turkey. Then it went from no turkey to just chicken and fish. And then no chicken. Then that was like, no, matter of fact, it went no chicken, no fish at the same time. Boom. Because that was my last step. Because I went straight to this. There's the fasting situation, right? Because I was eating the chicken. Because that's what I was eating at the Panda Express I was telling you about, right? Yeah, it's not an overnight thing, but you have to, everything I've been talking about recently, y'all know my thing I've been talking about recently is intention. What is your intention? So what is your intention behind not eating a particular item? It's because you know that that's not good for you. Just like when you smoke cigarettes, you know that smoking cigarettes is not good for you. But you do it, and then you make an excuse for doing it. Well, I'm doing this so I don't have to, because if I didn't do this, I'd probably be doing this. At least I ain't doing this. So you justify why you doing one instead of the other. I ain't doing this because at least I ain't doing crack cocaine. I'm smoking cigarettes. That's two different extremes. Like both addictions though, right? Food can be the same way. Food is the same way. Food is definitely addictive. What they call food, because I don't even call it food, I call them products. The stuff that you go in the store and buy are called products. Foods grow out of the ground. Food, real food that's nourishing to our body grows out of the ground. The products are bought in the store. That's what I say. And the products that you buy in the store, that you can get at the that you buy at the store, is chemical based. That's those processed things that I'm talking about. I'm not even talking about because if you buying, you going to the butcher and you buying a whole cow and you buying a chickens and some whatever. Okay, it ain't processed. But when you buying them sausage and you buy anything that's already, packaged up, and that's all processed foods. Processed products. Those products have all kinds of things in it. Cool. Peace. Peace and love. I didn't even know you were still on here. Yes. Grace Slim. Let me know that you got it. Make sure you check your spam too. But those processed foods have all types of things in them to allow them to last. I'm the only one in my family that eat like I do. Okay. So here in my household, there's not just me. So there was, those turkey sausage that you buy like to look like a rope. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like a rope. I looked on it, was an expiration date. And I was thinking, how could the expiration date on something like meat be so far out? I want to say the date says something like, I want to say it said like October or something, like some weird date, August. I was like, huh? How is that? Oh, you just came back on? Okay. I'm like, how is that possible? How is it possible that that could be the expiration date? But you have to understand that they have to put all these things in there to make this last this long, for you to be able to, and then they tell you these dates, these long periods of dates of expiration. My question is, do you ever look to see if it's expired before the date that's on the package, or do you just go with the date on the package? Because I couldn't imagine that something would last that long. Also, fruits and vegetables, even if you're buying them from the store, you have to be very cautious and take a look at those. If they look a little too shiny, be very, very cautious. Because if they look shiny, because you be looking for the pretty stuff. Oh, that look pretty. No, give me some stuff that look like it's about to go wilty. I want to see that. Then I'm probably gonna buy that. I don't want the pretty shiny apples. They got wax on them. I don't know. Just call me crazy. I just don't mess around with that. Oh, that drives me crazy. I walked in the store one day and it was like that. And everything was just so pretty. And I was like, where the garden this come out of? This a clean garden. This some clean dirt. This some clean dirt. Like, where's the dirt? You think about it, if it's really truly vegetables that came out of the dirt and out of the garden, shouldn't it have some type of sign that it was actually in the dirt? Shouldn't it be dirty? Even if they rinsed it down, shouldn't it still have some sign of something on it? I don't know. Maybe call me crazy on that one. I just keep saying that because I just get confused. So you have to be even careful when you're in the store, in the grocery store, purchasing fruits and vegetables. Like I'm very, very picky on where I go get my fruits and vegetables from, because I done went in the stores where they have the shiny fruit. How your fruit shining? How your fruit shining? But we didn't got so accustomed to it. You see what I'm saying? But I had started talking about this because we are so. Reason I was talking about this is because we shy away from what we don't know, and what we are, what we are, or what we don't understand. So when you hanging out with that friend at the club, and you not drinking no more, your friend can't really get with you on you not drinking because you used to drink. So now they're going to talk and make fun of you at the club because they're going to be like, he looking over there, oh, sober self. He's sober. Just because you ain't got them spirits flying through you, baby, don't mean that you sober. Because you can still be having I be high off my own spirits. Me. Right? I get high off life. And that's real talk. I made me some juice recently, y'all. When I tell you I was drinking, I thought I was drinking some wine. It was so good. And it was fresh squeezed juice. It was so good. But that's a whole nother story for another day. Now, when it comes down to people who eat vegan, is vegan, we get talked about. We get talked about a lot. So it can cause a lot of people to not understand, we're not the ones judging anybody. If anything, it's on a defensive. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a defensive mechanism because you get attacked. It's the same thing when you have a different state of mind, right? When you have a different state of mind, the people who are supposed to be the non-judgmental people based on their culture or religions or whatever their teachings are the most judgmental people, and they don't accept people for who they are, and they don't meet people where they're at. But you got the other people on the other hand who could care less about what you're doing because they're not they looking at you as an individual. Who you are and what you practice don't make you no different than a person or a human being. You're still a human being first. I don't care what you are. I don't care what you proclaim to be as far as what you identify with or what you say you do or how you are, because that don't matter to me. Because in my lifetime, what you eat don't make me shit. Period. So I'm not going to be caught up with that. What I'm going to see you as is that individual, right? I'm going to see you as that person, that one individual person of who you are. But I definitely get judged. I get judged on how I think. I've seen that happen to me a lot of times. And I'm getting looked at, sideways because, I eat different. I mean, I even get comments on my content sometimes like, oh yeah, I know you different. I know you different, but what's this? You like, it say, look, you like, it say vegan tacos. So what do you mean? What is this? Like, I mean, it's just like, are you kidding me? I did I don't know if you've seen that video, but I did one how carnivores come onto the vegan channels and have a whole dissertation about have a problem because we call mushrooms chicken, or they're like, well, why don't you call it mushrooms? That's what it is. Because we want to call it damn chicken. We could call it chicken. We could call it whatever we want to. Don't nobody be over there telling you that you can't call, milk is milk, right? You don't be like, oh, you can't call almond milk because it's not milk, because it doesn't come from a cow. You know what I'm saying? Like these people are just ridiculous. Like, why do you even waste your time coming over? Why are you even watching the content? That's what I want to know. If you're not interested in being or doing or having content about veganism or eating a certain way or health and wellness, because it clearly says what my channel is about. You sent the response. It didn't even pop up though. Why didn't it pop up? Oh, because I'm on sleep mode. I'm on sleep mode. If you're not, I definitely check it out. In the a well, I don't know. I don't know what time I'm gonna get up in the rising, and I have to work in the rising, so I probably will check it out in the rising, but it'll be very. And I'll send you back some information on that after that. Thank you. I can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Um, but they're funny because I watched them. I've even seen the reaction videos. Oh, the 15th. I like that date too. That's it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's gonna be on and popping. My May is looking promising. My May is looking promising. April was kind of slow. Um, but I was kind of slow on the move. But May is looking beautiful. I'm booked back to back to back to back to back, baby. Um, but so I appreciate you, my brother. I really do. Manifesting May. Yes, it is. Also, I heard that May represented uh that they also do mm, mental health, recognizing mental health. Yes, you may manifest, absolutely, positively, 100% manifest. uh yeah, I heard it's a mental health month, May, so I definitely was gonna focus in on a lot of things to do with mindset, mental health, which was my best way to kick it off was my panel. Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna keep talking about the panel because that is my baby. That is where my true. That's what I want to see. I want to see a collective. We did it tonight, y'all. We did it tonight. We came together as a collective right here on this live tonight, and tapped into some things together. So I really do. I'm really excited about that. That we even did that just like that, because that's all it takes. It takes people with like minds, same goal, orientations to put their minds together. It's like a think tank, and we come together and we create, and we can do this. But y'all know, I'm gonna do this 5 more minutes, and then I am going to wrap this up because it'll be 2 a.m. in 5 minutes. No better way to shut it down on the 2 hour. I am a two, two, two. Did you realize that my times are in multiples of 22? Slim Jim, if you still in here, I have to share with you why I flow with the number 22 or the number two. 22 is the master number, master number to the universe. Yes, it is. I don't know if I lost you, my brother Vegan Kings, but we about to wrap this down. Um, thank you, Mrs. Vegan Kings, for sharing him tonight with the live. Thank you for being on the live. Thank you, Rooted in Essential Oils, for being in the place. You too, Slim Jim. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate you, Lily, if you just happen to catch this playback. I appreciate you being here. I really, actually, really, really appreciate you being here. I'm almost in tears right now because you made me want to be better at what I do and be more intentional. What I'm speaking of. Thank you, Chef Hit Dice, for coming through and supporting me. I appreciate you, Chef, for coming through. Journey Mirror, I appreciate you being here. Brandon, I hope, Brandon, definitely, I'm glad we are connected because, brother, we need to heal. We need to heal for sure. Okay? We can heal. We can heal. We can heal. Um, Again, nothing I say substitutes any doctor or medical advice, any physicianal advice. I am not offering any advice in that way. I'm just sharing my experiences. Let's see who else we got here. It was Lily, Brandon, Rooted. Stash was in here earlier. Speaking of that, tomorrow, oh, oh my God, 2 is your number? Oh, we're going to have to talk. We're going to have to talk because I need to know why that's your number. I'm not going to hold you on here tonight to make you tell me what's your number. That's why that's your number. But I do want to know why that's your number. But tomorrow at 7:20, well, today, because today is Wednesday. So the 30th. Rooted. Got 2 minutes. 2 minutes till 2. Look at that, 22. 2 minutes to 2. Today, Wednesday, April 30th at 7:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be interviewing on 22 questions with the Queen, Stash Cash. So make sure y'all tap into that this evening. I would appreciate seeing all the support and come in and tap in and have a good time. Collab, grow with each other. If you don't know somebody, make sure you tap in and get to know them too, because we collab and grow in the chat as well as we collab and grow right up on the platform. So definitely it's going to be a great time. Hopefully to see you there. I have another one coming up May 3rd, this coming Saturday, with Mary's Life Journey at 6:22 p.m. So make sure y'all tap into that one. That will be up on my community posts come tomorrow evening. I will have that on my community post come tomorrow evening. Stash Cash is on my community post right now. Set your notification bell so that you don't miss the live. 7:22 p.m. tomorrow Eastern Standard Time. It is 2 a.m. on April 30th. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in with me tonight. This is a place where we all can vibe together, live together, love together, and always nothing but beautiful vibes over here at Queen's Alchemy. So I want you all to have a beautiful night, and hopefully everybody have sweet dreams, and see you at the next one. Peace and love.